welcome to this video where my hair's a mess, my life is a mess, I'm a mess. I had actually recorded this video, but upon some recent realizations, I lost half the footage of this video, so I'm re-recording it. And I'm gonna try and get it out in the time that I need to. I have like 4 weeks to get this video done, but I'm in a mad dash today because I'm just super excited. And the video that was posted last week would be why I'm a little jittery and excited and just all over the place. So today's video is our pros and cons of ebooks. And next week's video will be about physical books, but ebooks. I need that notebook. Here it is. Flipped right to it. So I have 4 pros and 4 cons because I want to keep this even. I want to keep this an even Steven thing for the ebooks, pros and cons. And these to me are just factual. They're not, the cons are not this like sole reason why I don't like ebooks. That's gonna come as a video in a few weeks because I'm trying to milk the category for whatever it's worth. Yeah, so I have 4 pros, 4 cons. We're going to list all the pros and then we're going to list all the cons. And that is how this video is going to work. And if any of you disagree with me on these pros and cons, then suck it up. This is my pros and cons list, and you can make your own if you want. We're going to start off with our pros here, and our first one is that ebooks are frankly easier to carry around. You can either carry them around in your phone, because you can access ebooks through Google Books or Apple Books for iPhones, or Kindle. There's a Kindle app for your phone. You can do all of that, and it easily fits in your pocket. Or, you know, you could get an e-reader that's around the size of a paperback. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Maybe I'm allergic to this. I'm allergic to ebooks. No, I'm not. And our next pro, because I'm really just going to be listing this off, is you can have multiple books in one device. Frankly, carrying around 2 physical books, whether or not they're paperbacks or hardbacks, it's a bit of a pain, and I will admit that. I will admit that it's a bit of a pain to carry more than one book, or even just one book if it's the size of something like She Who Rides the Storm, the book I'm currently reading as of this moment. And she's thick, just barely under 600 pages, and she's heavy. Our next pro is you can read in the dark without turning lights on. Yeah, that's a thing that you can do, you know, if you want. I don't know what that's like because I don't read ebooks, but I did at one point, and I remember none of those ebooks. Not a single one. God. I wish I could remember them, but I don't. That's another pro. I really don't know how to transition between these things. And our last pro for the video is no hand cramps from holding a book for too long. Or you might get hand cramps depending on how big your e-reader is or how weak your little hands are. But my hand muscles, they're strong, despite the fact that I spent the last 2 weeks in a thumb brace. My hands are strong. I can't even fake myself out for that. But I don't get hand cramps from reading, and I guess that's because I've gotten the grasp. Hold on. Let me find a heavy-ass book that I have read. We'll do this one. We'll do Lore. She's pretty heavy. I've managed to perfect holding a book just like open like this and reading, or using both hands, and then you don't get hand cramps. Honestly, people who complain about how heavy books are make me question their authenticity. And you know what? You're authentic if you read a lot of books. Still, regardless on whether or not you think books are too heavy. I do not think they're too heavy unless you put them in a 25-gallon 20 how big are those containers? Unless you put them in a moving crate that is 6 times the size of your cat, then yes, it does get heavy. I can still carry that though. Actually, I may not be able to. With the recent health problems that have sprung up because I had COVID. Those are all our pros. Now let's get into the cons section. The cons section, which I'm more comfortable in because I don't like ebooks, and I'm pretty sure I haven't made this a secret. But you know what? I apparently startled my cat. But I hope I haven't made that a secret. And if I have, then the video that's coming in 2 weeks, yeah, you're gonna be very shocked. So let's get into our 4 cons here. Which the first one is there's a battery life. If you want to keep reading when your battery's dead, you have to stay by an outlet. But yes, so there's a battery life, and here's a little known fact about me. I have a tendency not to look at the battery life of things. The amount of times my phone has died on me because it's, dead, and I don't pay attention to the battery percentage. Or my headphones die in the middle of me walking to work, which is not a long commute. It's just the fact that I didn't pay attention to their percentage, and then I have to listen to the fucking lady that's programmed in the headphones being like, battery low, please charge. I'll charge you when I get to work and there's a fucking outlet. But yeah, there's a battery life, and I don't pay attention to the battery enough to be able to want that in my life. Another con is it doesn't have the same feel as books. And I know that's for all of you people who love ebooks, you cannot deny that fact. You know it does not feel or smell like a real book. It is still a piece of technology. And our next con is that you can't throw it. You can't throw an e-reader or your phone at the wall as hard as you can because you're mad at whatever the fuck the author did. But yeah, so you can't throw the book. You can't throw it at the wall as hard as you can and risk only the wall. You risk your e-reader, your phone, your tablet, whatever the fuck you use to read ebooks. You risk it. But yeah, you're not just risking the wall. Where is it? There's a book on here that I have actually thrown. This book. You can kind of tell I threw it. But I threw this book so hard at the fucking wall across the room. And it still survived, sadly. I really hated the ending to this. Yeah, I could throw a book at the wall and it just damages the wall. And then I have to pay the fucking landlord to fix it. Or I do it myself. But then I'd have to find the exact shade of these walls, which I don't fucking know what that is. But yeah, so that is the gist of that. And our last con here is that it's a goddamn screen. I'm sorry, but there are enough There are enough screens in our world that do we really need another one to enjoy lovely books? Do we really need another one? But also, I'm gonna add one more in case this strikes you as too personal. They don't look as pretty on your bookshelves because it's just this tiny little flimsy thing. Let's pretend this bookmark is it. It's just this. And yes, it reduces sun space. Yes, you won't need bookshelves. But you will not be able to just look at your books and enjoy the feeling it is to be just around them. But you know what? That's all up to you. These are just a pros and cons list that I made up because I need content. I'm going to be completely honest there on that one. But yeah, I needed content because I'm moving, and so I just want to make sure everything is set up for me to move and then start recording videos after I move. So, yeah. But yeah, by the time this video comes out, it'll be like middle of June. Okay, I'm going to preface this. It is May 20th right now. But it'll be middle of June by the time I finally upload this video. And by that time, I will have all of July's videos planned out, scheduled, thumbnailed, all of that. So all of my equipment will be packed up for videos, and I can just look for a place to live in July instead of worrying about this channel because, frankly, moving is already hard enough. Trying to move and then also be completely active with YouTube is kind of problematic, so I'm not going to do it. I'm prepping for that, though, so that the algorithm is nice to me. Yep, that is my pros and cons list. And for ebooks specifically. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you get notified about when I post new videos. God, I wish I was better at doing this outro, but I'm not, so oh well. If you want to support me, go buy my book in the description, pre-order my second book, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!